And I'm Archit Chaudhary.
It's time to make technology a little more fun.
And if you feel like pranking your family, friends, or co-workers, we have perfect pranks for you.
Plus some tips to keep you digitally safe even if you're not tech savvy.
And all the latest about the new OnePlus 5T and how it's different than the OnePlus 5.
And we get you a complete review of HP's all-new mobile printer. Archit, so if you had to play a tech prank on someone, what would that tech prank be?
See, if you asked for a regular prank, I have plenty.
I know, that's why I put you in a spot and asked you about a tech prank.
All right, a tech one. Let me think. What about, going next to someone, maybe a co-anchor of sorts, and talking on the phone really loudly? And that's a good way to prank them, right?
Wow, that's a tech prank just because it has a phone in it.
We're all addicted to our phones, right? I don't know. I'm not very good with tech pranks, clearly, but maybe you can help me?
Yes, of course I can.
Sage to the rescue again.
Again, and not just Archit's, yours too. So we're getting you some really cool and really simple tech pranks that you can play on your friends, family, and co-workers too.
Every office has some people who represent a house. This guy is from House Smokers. Or maybe Chain Smokers? This one, she's always on the phone and belongs to, say, House Lord of the Rings. And look at this one. He's a hopper. He loves to desk hop. And then there are these.
Hello, IT.
There's a problem
with my system. Can you please come to my desk? Thank you.
And this is a crowd of non-tech savvy people.
If you ever have a chance, don't spare these not so tech savvy people, or rather say careless tech users at work. Kick the playful child in you, use their weakness, and play some really cool tech pranks on them. And trust me, it will get you some unimaginable amount of satisfaction and fun. And don't worry about the what's and the hows, because we at Tech It Out are going to show you some simple ways to pull off these tech pranks. You can easily turn someone into a puppet, and all that without any visible string. I mean, wirelessly, just like this.
This one is pretty simple, and all it requires is a Bluetooth mouse. So the next time you find your friend leaving their system unattended, go to their machine, plug in the USB receiver of the Bluetooth mouse, go back to your seat, and act like nothing has happened. The fun begins when they are back and resume work. You just have to keep moving the wireless mouse from wherever you are, and they can't figure out what's happening. It can be extremely baffling and annoying.
If they live and sleep on Facebook, you can do a lot to ruin their social life, at least for a while.
Many people take their social media life very seriously, and therefore you have all the more reason to play around it. So if you find a Facebook account open on your friend's computer, don't let go of this opportunity. Go to settings, change the birth date to the present day, and log out, just like this mischievous man. You can imagine what's going to happen next. Look at this poor girl. She had no intention to celebrate her birthday today. But then what are friends for?
And if you don't like this one, there is a lot more on Facebook that you can do to trouble them. Say you can just simply add a new life event to their profile, say just got married, or just simply change their post settings to only me. You can actually make someone's world go upside down, and all that with just a few keystrokes.
Find the most technologically challenged person around you at work and wait for them to be away. Quickly go to their computer and flip the screen. Say if it's a Windows machine, press Ctrl, Alt and the down arrow key together and voila, your job is done. Once they're back, they have no idea what just happened. Let them find a way out. Meanwhile, you have your share of fun.
This would be an appropriate prank for all those who cannot tolerate incorrect language.
Quite like the other pranks, this one too doesn't require much effort. Look for an opportunity when your friend is away and install Jailbreak the Patriarchy extension on their computer's browser. Enable it and your job is done. Once activated, it will gender swap the world for your friend. Look how easily it changed Donald Trump's gender. Isn't that a great way to play with the minds of those who have no threshold for incorrect language?
So which one are you going to use? After all, what's life without fun?
All right, so hopefully you got a few laughs out of those or some ideas to prank your favorite friend or family member or coworker, perhaps. But in all seriousness, of course, anything online, you do have to be careful, be responsible, because it might just get in the wrong hands.
Absolutely, and considering these days we have literally our entire lives online.
Especially us, right? Everything is online.
Count me out of this, Archit. Count me. It's just him. You can tell literally like minute-to-minute details of Archit's life from his social
From
media.
Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. You do Insta stories too, though.
I do that, but only for special occasions.
All right.
Like even if I don't meet you in a day, Archit,
You know what's going on.
Absolutely, I know where you've gone, where you've eaten, what movie you watched.
And what are we shooting?
What are we shooting? But it's very important to keep your digital life safe, especially because not all of us are very, very tech savvy, but all of us have our lives online. So here are some really simple tips that can help you keep your digital life safe and help you save yourself from prankers. Right, tip number 1, make sure you never leave your systems unattended, especially when they are logged on. Make this your habit. If you're using a Windows system, press the Windows and L key, which will lock your system. Even if you're going away, stepping out for a minute to chat with your colleagues or your friends, make sure you lock your system. You don't want random notifications and random Facebook posts to go out of your system and other things that I'm not going to say here.
All right, tip number 2. Sometimes we forget that we are logged on to Facebook or Gmail, and you remember a little bit later on. But you can still log off through remote control access because it'll show you all the different computers or devices that you are logged into Facebook or Gmail. So that way you can log off even using another device and make sure that no one else can see your personal data.
All right, tip number 3, whenever you're using a public system to browse any information, make sure you use a private browser or go onto the incognito mode. You don't want people getting to know what you've browsed. What the incognito mode does is not save your search history, so you're absolutely safe with whatever information you browse.
Next on to tip number 4. We all get excited, perhaps some of us do more than others, when we get new mail. But sometimes we get too much mail, so how do you know which link to click? So make sure that before you click on any link that it is from a verified source, because this is how hackers can get access to your personal information, and this is how something called phishing works. So before you click on a link, just be sure it is validated, because otherwise you may end up with virus or give hackers access to your personal data.
Right, tip number 5, make sure you change your passwords at regular intervals. Why do we tell you this? Because in case there is a situation where a hacker maybe gets all of your password information and cracks it somehow, your password won't be compromised if you're changing it at regular intervals. And if you're troubled about remembering so many passwords, there's always a password manager to take care of that.
All right, so hopefully with those tips, you will be a little bit more safer online and not become a victim to hacking or pranking, right?
Absolutely. And while there are so many more tips that can keep your digital life safe, this would give you a very good head start.
Absolutely. All right, with that, on the other side, we are going to take a break and come back with a review of the new OnePlus 5T. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. It looks like Sejal is busy on her phone as always.
Akshat, look at this. Look at this photograph. Isn't it stunning?
Great picture, but you know, why are all these... Oh, that's your phone crack. I didn't see that. You really need to get a new phone.
I really do. I actually want to buy the OnePlus 5T. I have a broken OnePlus 2 right now. It's time to upgrade.
OnePlus 5T, didn't the OnePlus 5 just come out? Like, literally?
Actually, it did. It's a good question. OnePlus 5 just came out and the OnePlus 5T also just came out.
Too many things, you know, coming out, I guess.
But there is somewhat of an upgrade between the OnePlus 5 and the OnePlus 5T.
Well, what is it?
Comes at the same price point, but I'm not really sure if it's advisable to buy the OnePlus 5 or the OnePlus 5T.
But you know what? I might be the wrong person to ask, but this report will hopefully help us both understand the new phone. So let's watch.
Especially me.
If you are a OnePlus 5 user, you might be a little upset or sad with the arrival of the new OnePlus 5T. After all, who wouldn't be if the company releases the successor in less than half a year? But before you plan to move to the OnePlus 5T, we say, hold on. Check this out. Take a look at how the new OnePlus 5T is different from the OnePlus 5 and figure out for yourself if it's worth an upgrade. A key problem here is that a lot of people are seeing the OnePlus 5T as a brand new phone, while the fact is that it's just a variant of the OnePlus 5 and comes with a couple of improvements here and there. One of the key differences between the OnePlus 5 and the OnePlus 5T is in terms of display. The new OnePlus 5T has a little bigger display. The 5T measures 6-inch Full HD display with almost no bezel and an 18:9 aspect ratio, which offers a slightly better viewing experience. But the form factor is similar to that of OnePlus 5. Another noticeable change that makes the OnePlus 5T different from the OnePlus 5 is in the placement of the fingerprint sensor. Unlike the OnePlus 5, the fingerprint sensor on the 5T is placed at the rear, which ensures the seamless front design on the 5T. And that's not all. Another change is in the camera department. Well, quite like the OnePlus 5, the OnePlus 5T also sports a dual camera setup, but it comes with an improved secondary camera. While the primary camera sensor remains the same, the secondary camera sensor has a larger aperture, as a result of which the 5T performs a tad better than the OnePlus 5 in low light conditions. And what else? The OnePlus 5T also comes with a face unlock feature, similar to what we have seen on the iPhone X. This allows user to unlock the phone just by looking at it. The face unlock feature, however, is not available on the OnePlus 5. These are some key changes between the two phones. In terms of other hardware and software, the OnePlus 5T is in line with the OnePlus 5, be it the chipset, battery or operating system. So much so that the OnePlus 5T comes at same price points as the OnePlus 5. The 64GB OnePlus 5T is priced at 32,999 Indian rupees and the 128GB model at 37,999 Indian rupees. And therefore, the company has decided to discontinue the OnePlus 5. Clearly, it would make no sense for the company to sell both 5 and 5T at the same price points. The company says it will sell the OnePlus 5 till the stock lasts. Coming to the 5T's performance, the phone went along with us pretty well and we didn't face any lags or heating issues with the device. There were days when the 5T's battery lasted for over a day. All in all, it's a recommended phone. And now it's time for a significant question. Something that has been bothering a lot of OnePlus 5 users. Should OnePlus 5 users upgrade to the 5T? And we say no. For a simple reason that it's just an enhanced version of the OnePlus 5 and not a true successor. and the changes are not compelling enough for the existing users to upgrade to the 5T.
All right, moving right along, we're always looking for that next tech gadget, perhaps a gift, perhaps
an accessory
or two perhaps. But you know, HP has come out with this really cool mobile printer, believe it or not.
What are you saying? Mobile printer?
Yes, a little thing where you can just...
Is it portable? Can you carry it around in your pocket?
Fit it in your pocket.
What are you saying?
Big enough to fit in your purse.
Oh my God. Or small enough to fit in your purse.
Or small enough, depending, you know, whatever size you like. But it's a really cool, invention or innovation.
It sounds very cool. I haven't seen anything like this before.
And you keep printing and you can hang it because now we're all living in the digital age.
Yeah.
But now sometimes you want to
just print stuff out of
You
your
have those
pen.
on your desk actually, don't you? Those little pictures.
I have those Polaroids. They came out of a Polaroid camera.
It's kind of like that, sort of.
Oh wow, that's
Maybe you can give
amazing.
this to me,
There have been so many times that I wanted to print stuff right out of my phone.
Right out of your phone.
And just have the copy right next to me instead of walking across to a printer.
Exactly, right out of your cracked phone. A nice, pretty picture.
I'll have a new OnePlus 5T very soon.
Very soon, but check this out, a really cool device that may be just the perfect gift this holiday season.
The holiday season is here, and if you are looking for some cool tech gift items, here is something that might interest you.
This is the HP Sprocket. A pocket-sized photo printer that can help you bring those day-to-day memories captured with your smartphone back to life. Well, it sounds interesting and may trigger you to grab one, but your buying decision shouldn't be purely on the basis of emotions. So let's find out if it's another gimmicky smartphone accessory or something that you shouldn't miss.
Well, we must say that the HP Sprocket checks all the right boxes in terms of weight, design and portability. But an important thing to find out here is that how well does it actually perform?
The first look at the HP Sprocket triggers you in a way that you can't ignore it. In fact, you would want to fiddle with it. And it's not just about looks. The mobile printer not only carries a premium design, but it also features a compact body. So compact that it easily fits in your pocket. And its lightweight further adds to its portability. Talking about its design and appearance, the device comes in 3 colors: black, red and white. But we like the red one.
I'm personally satisfied with the photo quality, but if you are looking for exact colors in photos, this printer might not be for you.
Talking about its performance, a good thing here is that it doesn't require any ink or toner cartridges to function. In fact, all it requires is the zinc photo paper, which has all the color required for printing embedded in the paper itself. And these photo sheets sit underneath the front panel. Also, setting it up is not difficult. Just download the Sprocket app on your Android or iOS phone, pair it with the printer via Bluetooth and there you go. The Sprocket app not only allows you to print photos on your phone, but it also lets you print photos from your Facebook and Instagram accounts. Also, the Sprocket app allows users to edit pictures right there before sending them for prints. And see how easy it is to navigate through the app and print a photo. Choose a photo, give a print command and that's all. Well, the photos turn out to be really good. What I find is that the printer doesn't print true to life colors, instead results are a little oversaturated. Here are some photos printed with this mobile printer. And what else? One can just go to the app to check if the printer is running low on battery. And the app also shows you if the printer is connected to your phone or not.
And now comes the real question. Is the HP Sprocket worth your money? And here goes your answer.
The HP Sprocket is priced at Rs 8,999. And we find it value for money. But the catch here is that the HP Sprocket only comes with a pack of 10 sheets, which means that you need to buy sheets every time you run out of them. And what is to note here is that they're not inexpensive. A pack of 20 HP zinc paper sheets costs 539 rupees and a pack of 50 comes at 1249 rupees. So if you don't mind spending this much money on the photo paper, we say it's a great smartphone accessory that you can consider investing in.
And before you wonder what to do with these photos, I say this is where your creativity kicks in. I chose to place all of these photos at my workstation. You can maybe hang them on a wall at home or can create a little photo album out of them. We leave all of that to you.
Right, it's time to take a super short break and check it out, but come right back.
Because we are going to show you some tech from around the world. You don't want to miss this. All right, it is time for our favorite segment of the week. I don't know if it's your favorite, but it's certainly one of ours.
Absolutely.
What is that?
It's tech from around the world. We get to show you everything that's buzzing in the technology arena from around the globe. Check this out.
This is China's first virtual reality theme park that is looking to ride a boom in demand for virtual entertainment. Located on the outskirts of WION, the capital of one of China's poorest provinces, the Oriental Science Fiction Valley Park will have 35 different VR attractions, including virtual roller coasters and experiential tours of the province's most scenic spots. Not only this, the WION Park will have a huge transformer-like robot which tourists can bungee jump from. Most rides will use VR goggles and motion simulators to thrill their audience. It will cost a total of $1.5 billion to make this VR theme park. The VR theme park in China will be operational from February next year.
Swimming with wild dolphins is something most of us can only dream of, but a Dutch non-profit organization believes it has found a way to bring people, especially the disabled, closer to such a joyful experience. And if you're wondering how, all that through immersive advances offered by virtual reality. The Dolphin Swim Club has developed waterproof VR glasses to help people have their encounter with dolphins.
Uber has revealed that personal details from about 57 million Uber accounts were stolen in 2016. And not only this, it also has come to light that the company paid hackers $100,000 to keep this massive breach a secret. The incident has not only put user details at risk, but it has been a blow to Uber's reputation.
Well, unfortunately, it is time to say Auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, and sayonara.
But we'll come back next week. Don't have to be so dramatic, Archit.
The time just goes by so quickly.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I mean, we have so much to talk about, yet we have such little time.
You know, so many things we covered: the OnePlus 5T, the mobile printer, of course, pranks and staying safe.
And tech from around the world.
Of course, how can we miss that, right? But time to say bye, and we'll do it all again next week on Check It Out. Have a great week.